Hi guys, it's still Mr. Richard. We are still on question 8, September 2016 Prelim Gauteng, right? Right, that's 14 marks. We are required at 8.1 to determine the derivative of f of x using the first principles. Okay, that's 5 marks. Let's get started. Uh, okay, at 8.1. Remember that you are given a f of x is equals to right 4 minus 3x squared. What is happening here is that where there is x, you will replace it by x plus h. So let's first write the formula. So the derivative of f of x limit as h approaches 0. Okay, x plus h subtracted f of x divided by h, okay, divided by h. Then where there is where there is x, we shall replace it limit as h approaches 0. Where there is x, we shall replace it with x plus h, following this functional notation there. Okay, minus the given function. Okay, sorry for that. That will be 4 minus 3 x squared. Okay, divided by h. Okay, so when you are here, you are going to say limit as h approaches 0. Okay, so first thing first, we have to work out with the brackets. So, okay, remember that it's squared here. So let's work out the bracket. 4 minus 3. Then let's power x. It will be x squared. 2 will multiply everything that is inside the bracket. 2 times h times x, that will be 2xh. Right? Power the last, it will be h squared. Last term, it's h squared there. Then negative multiplied by 4, that will be negative 4. And negative multiplied by 3x squared, that will be positive 3x squared. Okay, we are not done with the bracket. Let's work out. We are not done. Limit as h approaches 0. So it will be 4. Then negative 3 will multiply everything that is inside the bracket. So this will be negative 3x squared minus 2xh minus h squared, right? Minus 4 plus 3x squared. Okay, divided by h. Okay, limit as h approaches 0. Then let's collect the like terms. 4 minus 4, that's 0. This, they go. Then let's work 3x squared minus 3x negative 3x squared plus 3x squared, that's 0. So this and this, they go. Okay. Oh, we made a mistake here. Negative 3 times 2x, it's negative 6h, right? So in other words, we'll be left with negative 6h. We'll be left with negative 6h minus h squared, okay, divided by h. Then let's, after this, we are going to take out the highest common factor, which is h. Then we're left with negative 6 minus h divided by h. H and h, they cancel each other. Since we've taken out the common factor there, limit, this is limit as h approaches 0. Then we're having negative 6x minus h. Where there is h, we shall put 0. Okay, negative 6x minus 0, that will be negative 6x. So in other words, this is the derivative of this using the first principle. So it will be negative 6x. Right, then let's go to 8.2. Yes, okay, we are still at now we're looking at 8.2. Right, you can see from 8.2, 8.2.1, it's 3 marks there. So we need to determine the derivative. Follow the notation. Yes, don't try to change it, just follow it. Right, so we need to rearrange this in the standard expression. So, but when we rearrange this, we need to change this this fraction into exponential form. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. At 8.2 at 8.2.1. Right, let's go. 8.2.1. Remember that we are given d of x, x to the power of 4 subtracted minus 2x, right? Plus 1 all over x squared. Okay, so from here, remember we are still at dx. Okay, let me not put an equal sign. Let's just fix it. X to the power 4 minus 2x. When we change this, it will be plus x to the power of negative 2. Yes, we change this into a negative exponent. So from there, let's derive. This is, remember that the coefficient multiplies the power. 1 times 4, that will be 4. Then you then subtract the power. 4 minus 1, that will be 3. Negative 2 times 1, that will be negative 2. Okay, then we have invisible 1 there, power, invisible power of 1, 1 minus 1, it's 0, x to the power of 0, it's 1, then 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2. Okay, 1 times coefficient, 1 times negative 2, that will be minus 2. Negative 2 minus 1, that will be minus 3. Then we can leave this in a positive exponent. For x cubed minus 2, which will be, when you leave it, it will be 2 to the power, it will be 2 to the power of x cubed. So that's it with 8.2.1. Let's go to 8.2.2. Then at 8.2.2, we have to change the denominator for root x into a negative exponent. So what are we having then? Remember that we are having y is equals to 2x minus 3 divided by 4th root x. So when we change this, this will be 2x minus 3. Remember, this will be 1. It will be x to the power of, since it's a fraction, it will be x to the power of negative 1 all over 4. Okay? So this x to the power of negative 1 over 4 will multiply everything that is inside the bracket. Since we have okay, the bases are the same, we are going to add the exponents then. So we are going to say 1 plus negative 1 over 4. Let's see, what are we going to get there? We are getting 3 all over 4. So in other words, it will be 2 to the power of x3 to the power of 4 here. Negative 3 multiplied by x to the power of negative 1 over 4. It will be negative 3 x to the power of negative 1 over 4. Remember, therefore, we need to find the derivative. Remember, d of y all over d of x. Therefore, we are going to say 2, since we are looking for a derivative. Remember, the coefficient will multiply the power. So it will be 2 multiply, okay, let me look for multiplication. Okay, multiply by, so it's not 5, it should be 2 multiply by 3 all over 4. What is that? I should put 3 all over 4. Okay, I did put 8 there, mistaken. Yes. Okay, that should 3 there. Okay, that will be 3 all over 2. So you are going to have 3 all over 2 x, and therefore let's say the power 3 all over 4 minus 1 there. 3 all over 4 minus 1 will be, that will be negative 1 over 4 there. Okay, then we are going to say 3 multiply by negative. We are doing the same thing here. So the coefficient will multiply the power. 3 times negative 1 over 4. Okay, what will be that? Okay, you can punch your calculator or use mental maths. So that will be plus 3 all over 4. Then you will then say negative 1 over 4 minus 1. I think that will give you negative 5 all over 4. Yes, you can continue further, but you can leave it in this form. Since it's 2 marks, yes. Then let's go to 8.3. At 8.3, we are required to calculate the x-coordinates of the points on the graph of f of x is equals to x cubed minus 7x squared, at which the gradient of the tangent to f is equals to 5. Okay, since they said the gradient of a tangent, we have to, the gradient of a tangent, when a given such function, it's a first derivative. So in this case, we are going to say, we are going to go to 8.3 there. This is what we are going to do. X cubed minus 7x squared. So what is the derivative here? It will be 3x squared. 1 times 3, that will be 3. 3 minus 1, that will be 3x squared. Similarly, negative 7 times 2, that will be negative 4x. Remember, 2 minus 1 will be 1 here. So it's fine. They said that the gradient of a tangent is equals to 5. So meaning that where there is this gradient of a tangent, we are going to put 5 there. So it's going to be negative, it's going to be 5 is equals to 3x squared minus 14x. We will then rearrange this. 3x squared minus 14x minus 5 equated to 0. Since the last sign, it's since the last sign there, it's negative 5. So we'll have different signs. So, okay. So what are we going to do here? We are going to factorize this. This will be 3x plus 1 as well as x minus 5 equated to 0. Therefore, since we're having 3x plus 1 is equals to 0, equated to 0, that will be that will be x is equals to negative 1 all over 3. Or x minus 5 equated to 0, that will be x is equals to 5. So those are the x coordinates they are looking for. Remember, they said calculate the x coordinates of the points on the graph of f. Therefore, you got it. So that's how you can work with question 8. Guys, please don't forget to press the red button and subscribe. As we are improving the content, we will really appreciate your subscription. Means a lot. Remember, all the best to those who are writing the prelim. As we are going on other questions, keep watching as we are learning. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We love you.